Hi ladies, I'm Derry and you are back with Outfitted with Premier Designs Jewelry, and thanks for sticking in with me again today. I think we've hit 3 or 4 different, episodes of Outfitted with Premier Designs Jewelry, and we've been talking a lot about a little bit of hints along the way. We've been talking about 3 things to know about wearing jewelry. We talked about some fashion tips. We talked about how versatile the jewelry was, and then we also showed off an essential piece that everybody needs to know about, and then of course the offer to host parties. So today we're back with another tip, and then after this I think we're going to be at the point where we're ready to start showing off some jewelry. And don't worry friends, we've got so much to talk about. But today our purpose is 2 reasons why women should wear jewelry. Reason number 1, believe it or not, is that it actually will take, and I'm going to talk about both of these. Reason number 1, it takes the attention away from your waist up to your face. And reason number 2, it'll make your eyes do this. And when our eyes do this, it makes things appear taller and thinner. So actually, ladies, the 2 reasons why we want to wear jewelry is that it's going to make sure that it accentuates our face. People won't be focused on this area. And it could make us appear taller and thinner if we wear our jewelry the right way. So let's go ahead and get started, and let me show you what it is I'm talking about. So the first thing that I wanted to show you is here we have our mannequin. And right now, when you're looking at the mannequin, what are you looking at? Well, in the absence of anything else, you're staring at the shirt because there's nothing else to stare at. So you're just looking at the shirt. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I don't necessarily want people staring right here on me. Not really my best angle. So I actually want to be able to bring the attention away from the waist area, and let's bring it up to our face. Well, how do we do that? Premier Designs has what they call a lot of delicates. And a delicate is a small, thin chain that actually just sits. And I have one on here. This is called Just a Touch. It's a small, thin chain, and it's designed to sit just real snug around your neck. Hey, Mala, great to see you. Thank you. It sits real snug right around your neck. And the idea of that is it's actually going to give the eyes something else to focus on instead of just your shirt, right? So let me show you one piece. This is from, this is called Morse Code. And I love this piece. It's a very small, little, thin silver chain. And then it has these little beads here. And mixed metals is such a trend right now. This is a mixed metal. It's got gold and gray and silver. And it actually spells out in Morse code a word. This one happens to spell out mother. But there's best friend, there's grandmother, there's I love you. There's a lot of different messages that these necklaces have. Now this is a very small little delicate, but look what happens when we put it right on our mannequin. Whoops. We pull it down. Even this small little chain has pulled the attention away from our waist and up to our face. We're no longer really thinking about this. And let me point out something else while I'm thinking about it, because I was just looking at this collar. And one thing that I noticed about collars is that if the collar is this kind of a scoop neck that sits close to your neck, it actually draws the eyes side to side. If you're going to wear a shirt, sometimes having the V-neck, it'll actually bring your eyes down. So a V-neck shirt can be a little bit more slimming as well. But this is a great t-shirt. I love the color. So I'm going to use my jewelry so that not all the focus is right here, right? So this is our first delicate. Now, one thing that we can do, point number 2, to try to make us look longer and taller, to bring our eyes up and down, we can actually layer this. And by layering, I mean we're going to take a second piece of jewelry and we're going to put it on so that it hangs down nice and low. Let me show you a piece that I love to pair with this. This is a charm. This is the barball chain, I believe. And it's a real gorgeous silver chain, kind of sparkles. And you know me, I love the things that sparkle. And what I love about Premier Designs is that it actually has some charms there. And I was able to make this a unique piece for me because I just put on some charms that I really like. And so I can go ahead and layer this. And what you see then is we've pulled the attention. Let me see if you guys can see that. There we go. We've pulled the attention now up to our face, and then our jewelry is actually making our eyes go up and down, making us appear taller and thinner. So who knew, folks, that our jewelry was able to flatter us like that too? So I wanted to show you a couple pieces that we've watched that I've shown you before, and one of them is the essential piece. Now this essential piece, remember it's a 3-strand, and let me show it to you. It has the extender on it. All of the jewelry has an extender on it because remember, all of our collars are different every day, so our jewelry probably needs to be a different length every day. Let me move her back as I'm right on top of the camera. And then we're gonna have also these lobster claws. Now, the nice thing about these lobster claws is that this means that this piece of jewelry can actually be taken apart and it can be worn as individual necklaces, or it can be worn all three at one time. So this is essential, and I have shown this piece before in both the silver and in the gold. But let's talk about what this piece does. So we were just talking about wanting to bring the attention away from our waist and up to our face. Well, look what this piece does. Here's our delicate. So we just pulled the attention from our waist up to our face. And now look at this Y piece. Here's what I love about this piece. It actually is going to bring the eyes straight down to a sharp point, and then it's going to drop them even further down to the bottom loop here. So that really is giving the eyes this type of a movement up and down. And when anything goes up and down, it's going to look a little taller, right? So our jewelry can do that for us. So that is essential. And I just love the way that the design team at Premier Designs was so thoughtful about thinking through what would look good on every woman. A very flattering piece of jewelry for sure. Let me show you another layered piece that I love. This is Silverlake, and just like Essential, this is a 3-strand necklace that does come apart. It's silver chains, and here we've got a blue bead, and then we go down to kind of like a gray bead, and then we go to another blue bead there. It's such a pretty piece. And like always, Premier Designs, knowing that we need to be able to adjust our shirts, so we have to adjust our jewelry so our jewelry doesn't fall in our shirts. So all of our jewelry comes with extenders, and here's the lobster claws. So you've got it, ladies. You can take this apart and you can wear it all separately or all together. So let me show you what this piece looks like. Silverlake, and I love this. And look what that does for this shirt. Notice how our attention and our eyes are not swimming just on this shirt anymore. Our eyes are actually first drawn up here, and let's bring attention up to our best part, our face, right? So our attention is drawn up here, and then our eyes are brought down from this piece. So it just goes from our waist to our face, and then our eyes go down. So it's kind of this movement. Again, very, very flattering on all women. So now let's talk for just a minute about earrings, because we all know that earrings is going to help create the outfit, right? So one set of earrings that I absolutely love, and of course they're going to make a debut today because these are free with any $50 purchase right now. Such a great deal. These are called Happy, and I just love the way that these dangle. And by the way, another trend, ladies, is the big hoops or the longer earrings right now. And so as you can see, I've got Giddy on right here, which is kind of a long, this is a gold hoop, but they also come in silver. So this is Happy, a nice long piece. And I love pairing it with this because I just think that it complements the blue so nicely, especially that middle stone. So now let me show you one more thing that Premier Designs does, knowing that we want our jewelry to do two things for us: move the attention from our waist up to our face and make us appear taller and a little thinner. We could actually purchase just a long strand and it'll do the same thing for us. Let me show you what I mean by that. So I'm going to take off Silverlake and I'm going to grab for you very quickly this snappy necklace. Now I've shown this before. I absolutely love this piece. It is a long kind of elastic strand, and it's got green and golds and turquoises and grays. It's really just a very pretty piece. And now what we can do with this is a lot of different things. It can actually be worn as a bracelet. You can wrap it around your wrist and wear it as a bracelet. It's gorgeous that way. But for a piece of jewelry, we'd never do that. It's too long. But what we can do is we can double this, and now we could even triple this. At one point, I used this to demonstrate if we're going to be on Zoom calls a lot and we wanted to make sure that we looked professional online, that we wanted our jewelry up high. So we can triple strand this. But I wanted to show you guys how we could actually make this a shorter strand with a longer strand. And what we've just done is we've actually layered one piece of jewelry. And a lot of our longer pieces can actually do things like this. We can actually layer them, again, bringing the attention away from our waist up to our face and making us appear longer and thinner because our jewelry is making our eyes do this. Isn't that awesome to know that our jewelry can do that for us too? So now let's talk earrings very quickly. What earrings do I recommend? Well, you know what I'm going to say. I'm going to say, yes, let's get these Happies back out. These earrings are also fantastic with this snappy necklace. So isn't that a great piece? Just love the way that looks. So ladies, thank you so much for tuning in to Outfit It with Premier Designs Jewelry today. And our focus was on why every woman should wear jewelry. Number one, it's going to make people, it's going to draw our eyes in the absence of everything else. Remember, people are just going to be looking at our shirt. I don't know about you, but I don't want people staring at this section all day long. So I want to bring the attention from my waist up to my face by wearing a delicate. And then if we can layer our jewelry, then it'll bring our eyes up and down this way, which is a very slimming look for everybody. So our jewelry can really accentuate the best parts of us. So thank you for joining us today. If you're interested in anything that you saw, you can just click that Shop Now link at Outfit It with Premier Designs Jewelry, or you can find it at premierdesignsjewelry.com/Dari, D-A-R-I. Thanks, ladies, so much, and I'll see you next week. Don't be afraid to sparkle. Bye.